Happy Friday, patrons! Hello, everybody! I always do that with my hands, don't I? I just realized I always do that. I don't know why. How's everybody doing? Hi, Vicky. Welcome in. How's my audio here? Realized my microphone was really far away. Hi, Sarah. Good afternoon. Hi, Renee. Welcome in. I know. I can't believe it's Friday, too. Where did this week go? Last week, I still can't believe that last week was Knit Stars, like filming Knit Stars. It feels like a millennia ago already. Hi, Charlie. Welcome in. Oh, thanks, Sarah. I know. I didn't put a whole lot of product in it today, so it's just like, I don't know if it's just hormones or what, but my hair is just like, whew, like it used to be so curly. The week has gone so quickly. I know. It has gone so fast. Aw, thanks, Renee. Yay! I'm a Knit Star. I was just looking through old promotions, like from Ravelry. Like you can, if you're not familiar with like having a Ravelry shop, you have like a promotions page and they show even the ones that are done. And I was looking back at like 2017 or 2018 and it was like I did something with Knit Stars 3.0 and I'm like, I don't even remember this. I had like some discount on my Rebel shawl or something. I was like, what? Anywho, how's everybody's week been? Besides flying by. My trigger thumb has been acting up. I think I overworked it a little bit preparing for Knit Stars. It always happens to me if I work with a yarn, like a heavier weight yarn, because I'm so used to working with fingering weight and DK that if I go anything heavier than that, my thumb and my hands are not happy. Not happy. And I think I overdid it a little bit. So I had to take a little break from knitting this week. It was very difficult. I got a lot of computer stuff done, though. I really did. I got my Mon Mothma pattern to my tech editor. So that's been good. You've been busy, Renee, prepping for the North Texas Yarn Crawl. Woohoo! You're on the Yarn Bus tomorrow? Woohoo! See, at least y'all get to do something fun during Nash Yarn Fest. I'm just going to be over here like with like major FOMO. I can't do the North Texas Yarn Crawl or Nash Yarn Fest. I'll just be living vicariously through everybody, so. Yeah. How many shops are you going to on the bus? Like, how many shops are participating? Does the bus go to every single one? So much fun. So much fun. Yeah, I was able to get some knitting done this week, though. So that's good. Just have to be careful and set timers. I really do have to set timers so that I don't just sit and knit for like 2 hours. Although that doesn't usually happen very much. I usually get up and do something. Yeah. What else? I'm looking at my notes. Question of the week, if anybody wants to chat about that. Hitting the South shops this Saturday, North shops next Saturday. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Wow. Sounds like a lot of shops. Right? It's not just the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's like North Texas, so it goes like... That sounds so fun, though. I can't wait to hear all about it. Oh, yeah, so all the shops will be visited. That'll be so nice. Oh, yeah, your morning drink is tea, Vicky. That was my question of the week. What's your preferred morning beverage? I was going to say, are you a coffee or tea drinker? And I thought, well, maybe people just don't drink either one. Like, maybe you're just like, I just like some water in the morning. Hi, Kathy. Welcome in. Your wife and you still need to plan how you're going to tackle North Texas Road. No. I feel like the bus, at least from what Renee said, the bus, oh, right. Yeah. Renee, yours is Coke, right? So it's not coffee or tea. You're like, I drink a nice, refreshing glass of Coke. It does seem like a lot of shops, Kathy. So that sounds like a lot. Like maybe, maybe if you didn't get on the bus, what are you going to do? Just drive to whichever ones you can. This is such a driving state, right? Sarah, you finished your summer session top by Samantha Gurin this week. Ooh, fun. Your morning beverage is iced tea or water. Yum. I love iced tea. I need to start making it at home again. Nope. My phone thought I was talking to her. You drink Coke too, Charlie. Vicky, you never drink Coke. Fair enough. It is a lot of shops, but it's loads of fun. Yeah. Do they do like fun prizes and stuff? Like door prizes? Doorbusters? Kathy, you prefer tea, but you enjoy a good coffee 2 to 3 times a week. Nice. Vicky, what kind of tea do you like? And Kathy, what is your favorite tea? Like black tea, green tea, herbal tea. Oh yeah, you likely won't get to all the shops, but hit up what you can in a few must-visit shops. That sounds so fun. Yeah, that sounds doable. If you're not doing the bus, because the bus does seem like a really nice way to go and visit all the shops, right? Without having to drive everywhere. Oh yeah, Sarah, black tea, unsweet. That makes sense, yeah, for iced tea. I feel like iced tea is usually black tea, but I guess there could be other kinds of iced tea. Oh, prizes on the bus too, Renee. Some of the shops usually have a prize. That sounds so nice. So it's like enticing you to go to those shops. Like, I mean, I guess if you're on the bus, you're already going there. Yeah, it does sound like a great way to do the crawl. Black tea is your favorite in the morning because you like having a drink you can add milk to. Yeah, makes it nice and creamy. Oh, I love oolong tea. Green or oolong tea later in the day. Sometimes in the afternoon, I like a cup of Earl Grey, but I do add milk and sugar to my Earl Grey, which I'm not sure if that's like bad. Like my husband is very much like Picard style, like Earl Grey hot, you know, little bit of lemon in there. The guild is also providing prizes on the bus. That is so nice. Wait, so is the guild the one that does the bus? Or who like does the whole bus thing? Who organizes that? Oh, green tea gives you a raging migraine? Yeah, definitely don't do that, Vicky. You put milk and sugar in your Earl Grey tea too, Vicky? Okay. Coming from somebody in the UK, I feel less bad about that. Black tea with sugar and milk, Renee? Yeah. That's so good. It's so classic. Earl Grey is great with sweetener and milk. Yeah. Oh, I know. I am obsessed with a London fog. Oh, the guild does the bus. Okay, cool, Renee. I thought so. I just wasn't sure. Yeah, I recently, last fall, my friend Anna Campos, who is the owner of Circle of Stitches in Salem, Massachusetts, she also runs the Fiber Witch Festival, which is happening later this month, if you're in the Boston, Salem area. She introduced me to a London fog, and I was like, where have you been all my life? Yeah, so a London fog is like, picture like a latte without the espresso, so just like milk of choice. And then they put 2 bags of Earl Grey to steep in the hot milk, and then you also add vanilla flavoring and sugar. A lot of times like the vanilla syrup has sugar in it. So like when I make it at home, I use like the sweetened vanilla almond milk, and then I heat that up, and then I put the 2 bags of Earl Grey tea in there to steep, and then it is so delicious. I don't know where it was invented, if it was like a Starbucks thing. Because that's where I got it, was like a Starbucks in a Barnes and Noble. That's where I had it the first time. So I don't know if they're the ones that made it up. Like, where was this originated? I need to do some research. Yeah, Earl Grey with lemon is also a great way to drink tea. I also love throat coat tea by Traditional Medicinals. They have a couple of different flavors, but it has like, if you aren't a huge fan of that kind of black licorice flavor, because it has what's that root? Elder root? No, I can't remember what it is. You've not come across it in the UK. That makes sense. It probably is an American thing. Maybe. Yeah, it's really good if you like that kind of bergamot, Earl Grey flavor. Kathy, when you make a London fog, usually start steeping the tea in just water. That's probably true. It doesn't steep as well in the milk. Then add the milk. So it's not like 100% milk. It's like water, and then you add milk to it. Almost like a half and half kind of a thing. That makes sense. I'll have to try it that way. Right? It does seem like it not as strong steeping it in the milk. Plus the milk isn't boiling hot when you make it. Right? Well, I am so jealous of everybody going on the yarn crawl. I wish I could go. Yeah, the tea is the base, the way the espresso would be in the latte. Right, and you add the milk. Right, or even like a cafe au lait where like half is coffee and then half is usually hot milk, I feel like. But just regular brewed coffee. I used to be a barista for like a decade. That was a long time ago. That was in my teens and 20s. I was a barista for a very long time. Got me through community college. Well, cool. Thanks for sharing your morning beverage. I am a coffee gal through and through. I have switched to like kind of half decaf. I was having some weird heart issues, but which turned out to be absolutely nothing. So I'm fine. It's fine. But I kind of decided, I'm like, I probably would be better off not having as much caffeine, because I felt like it was really like raising my heart rate. Hi, Lily. Welcome in. Good morning. Yeah, both of your daughters are coffee girlies too. Yeah. I am a total, like, ever since I was 17 when I started working at a coffee shop. So I have just been addicted to coffee since. I can't believe that's like almost 30 years ago. Yeah, it's my birthday month. It's my birthday month. You drink coffee as well, Vicky? Tea is your favorite though, yeah. Tea is just so good. Yes. I have a lot of different kinds of tea. I love red raspberry leaf tea. Love that. Especially when it's my time of the month. That really helps me through it. Oh, it's okay. Coffee is still definitely my friend, Lily. Oh, it interacts with your ADHD meds. Oh, yeah. I can see that, Lily. Yeah, so tea is good. Yeah, so I just get like a yummy flavored decaf coffee, and then I just do half and half. So I still feel like I'm getting my coffee every day, even if it's just not as super caffeinated. You have all the tea? Yeah, just like a cabinet full of tea. My favorite one of my favorite nail polish companies, Holo Taco, they did a collab with David's Tea. If you're familiar with David's Tea, you can buy like really interesting tea mixes. And she did, oh yeah, at home and at work. Nice. Well, they did a collab. So there was like nail polish inspired by David's Tea. And then she also did like her own flavor at David's Tea, which is really cute. And you can get like a Holo Taco David's Tea mug. I know. Oh, Bird and Blend. I'll have to check that out. I think David's Tea is a Canadian company. I could be wrong though. Not that there's anything wrong with a Canadian company. I just don't know what the prices are like right now. Yay, thanks for sharing all of your yummy beverages. I think I'm going to make some iced tea today. Totally going to do that. Yes, so Brioche Confidence Camp, I am so excited to chat about this today. I know a few of you have already grabbed your tickets. I know a lot of you are also not here in Texas, so I wish everybody could go. Oh, yeah, you have enough tea until the apocalypse. That's awesome. Does tea go bad? Like, does it expire? Yay, Charlie. So excited for camp. I know Charlie and Sarah signed up. I think there's only like 8 spots left. If you go to the website, I think I put the link in the description. It will let you know how many spots are left, which is nice. So you don't have to feel that like cartjacking FOMO. Oh yeah, you've never had a problem. Okay, that's good. Oh, yay, Renee. So glad you already signed up. It can go bad. It can get musty, Vicky. Yay, Sarah. So excited. It's going to be so fun. I wish everybody could go. Musty. That's a really good word for tea going bad. Yeah, the flavor will fade over time, but over like years. Oh, that's good to know, Kathy. If moisture gets introduced, there can be issues. Good to know. I have a lot of tea right now. I don't know why I have so much tea. Like normally I have not that much. I don't know how to describe that. I have so many different kinds because I have like nighttime tea, tea to drink in the evenings. Because when it gets cold here, all I want is a cup of tea. But now it's not cold anymore, so I don't drink as much tea. So I just do the iced tea. But you can do iced tea. Like I love doing like the passion fruit iced tea. That's really good. And you add a little bit of honey to it. Sorry, I'm getting like all these notifications because tomorrow is my kiddo's Taekwondo tournament. They do like a big tournament in town. So everybody's like, oh my gosh, what time do I have to be there? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, hot tea all the time. Well, you probably live in a climate where like that's necessary, right? Don't you live in like Northern California? I feel like that's perfect for like tea and sweater weather like all year round. Right. And the same with you, Vicky, like you're in the UK. It's probably right. It probably doesn't get too hot. Or maybe it does, but you just still drink tea. Yes, I love hot tea when it's cold too. It's the best way to warm up. David's Tea mocktails? I am going to check that out. I'm writing that down. Because I am all about the mocktails. Sorry, my banging around my desk. I have all this nail polish still on my desk from the last time I did my nails. David's Tea mocktails. I'm going to have to check that out. Oh, you lived in India and you still drank tea all the time. Okay, yeah. And some people have said that like even drinking hot tea when it's hot, it doesn't actually like you don't feel overheated, or maybe you just get used to it. Oh yeah, you're getting warmer. Oh, 90 degrees. Right. Maybe it's just like you're just used to it. You're just used to drinking hot tea all the time. Or if it's, just a habit or something that you love to do and it can cool you down. That is so interesting. Tom wouldn't want to live with you if you didn't get into the camp. Oh, that's funny, Sarah. Oh, you drink hot tea year round too, Renee? I love that. I need to do it more. I need to just like leave my kettle out. And I definitely have been drinking a lot more in the past week because last week my voice was so bad. You can hear my voice has come back, but the throat coat tea helped so much. Is it elder root? I'm not remembering the name of that root that has like that black licorice flavor. Yeah, cold Coke year round too. Yeah. We can have all the beverages. I watch this, or I don't watch it, but I listen to this podcast, which I will tell y'all about, but the name of it has a curse word. So please excuse me if this offends your ears. But this podcast is called, Renee a Coke a Day. It's called Baroque Bitches and is about art history. So I'm obsessed with art history. And it's these two women who went to art school together. I think they went to the Fashion Institute, FIT, in New York. I'm pretty sure. Clutching your pearls, you're all good. Renee. I don't usually like to use curse words. I mean, I guess curse words, whatever, because I want this to be appropriate for work. But this podcast is not suitable for work. Like, I'm just letting you know right now. The Baroque Bees. I guess I can call it that. That'll make it suitable for work. But they are always talking about how they have all their beverages. So they'll have like 4 beverages while they're doing the podcast. Definitely put headphones on if you're going to listen to the Baroque Bees at work. For sure. Like, it is definitely not suitable. You're a beverage goblin. They crack me up. Like, when I'm listening to it while I'm at the gym, I'm like the weird girl on the treadmill, just like laughing hysterically, and I have to like hold on to the rails. It's like all the information about art history that you want to know about, but like the dirty, gossipy part of history, like the part that the history books kind of leave out. So I just listened to one about Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera. So good. Oh my goodness. Right. The best bits. Exactly. All of the good bits that your art history book left out. The first one they did, I started at the very beginning. I didn't start at like their newest episode. I started with their first episode, and it was about Louis the 14th. Oh my goodness. There were so many things about Louis the 14th and like building Versailles that I was like, I kind of wish I didn't know this information, but it's also fascinating. Okay, Lily, you have 1 water, 1 hot beverage, and sometimes something else. Yes. Diego Rivera and Frida Kahlo definitely had a very interesting life together. There weren't very many things in that episode that I didn't know about, but there were a few zingers in there that I was like, I did not know that. And now I do. And I used to live right across the street from the Detroit Institute of Arts, where Diego Rivera did a huge mural. So that was cool to be able to see that in person. Yeah, I just have my water right now. But like the Baroque Bees, she'll be like, okay, I have my water and I have my tea and I have my wine. I'm like, what kind of a combination is that? Like tea and wine together? Okay. I mean, that could be like an interesting little mocktail, right? The perfect combination. I think that's what makes the podcast so fun, is they get a little tipsy. Planning for all eventualities, exactly. Well, I very much recommend it. It is one of the funniest podcasts I have ever listened to in my life. Like, it is just, if you don't mind a little bit of like, what do they call it? Blue humor. It is very funny. I highly recommend it. All right. So Brioche Confidence Camp. For those of you who will not be attending, the shawl that I'm working on, I'm going to show you, is exclusive for the weekend, but then I will release it to the public after the weekend is over. So it probably won't be a May release. It'll be a June release. Yeah, so it'll be my June release. So it'll be probably the free pattern for 2-color brioche patrons and above for June, I imagine. Since my Mon Mothma shawl will be the shawl for May. So yeah, let me show you. I had all these ideas of kind of mixing 2-color brioche with other stitch patterns. Oh, Sarah, what shawl am I wearing today? This is my prairie lace shawl. Oh, you finally finished your leafy brioche cowl? Yay, Vicky! That's awesome. Thank you, Sarah. So this is the small version of my prairie lace shawl, and I just used 2 skeins of the Farmer's Daughter Fibers Foxy Lady, which is their single ply, like silky merino base. Obsessed. There's the contrast side. Yes! You're gonna need that one? Yeah, so that one comes in small and large. The small is like such a perfect size for just like a lightweight shawl around your neck. Thanks so much. I can't wait to see your leafy brioche cowl, Vicky. Did you share it already? Yeah, plenty big and super cute. Yeah, the large size of this shawl uses 4 skeins. It's gigantic. Gigantic. And I used 4 different colors. I think I have mine. I'm like looking in my cabinet over there. I don't see it over there though. So I had all these ideas for I'm calling it my Pokemon shawl. I don't actually know what I'm going to call it. But only because the yarns I'm using were inspired by Pokemon. So I had all these ideas. I was going to do 2-color brioche stitch patterns mixed with mosaic, like slip stitch. But then I'm telling you, the mosaic was hurting my hand so bad that I was like, that's it. I'm just doing brioche. So what I decided to do was, I love this color combo so much. So much. Was I took this stitch pattern. So this is like, I wanted it to look like brioche Pokemon balls, like the Pokeballs. And I took this stitch pattern and I just added extra even rows in between the fancy rows, like where the increases and decreases are. Yes, thank you so much, Charlie. Here's the contrast side. So I wanted to design it in a way where, like, if you're comfortable with the increases and the decreases and you don't necessarily need to learn those, you could still cast it on and have something to work on. I know, I do love the yellow too. They do look like Pokemon balls, I know. It's like, even when they got bigger, so like these are the medium size. Not that there's like different sized Pokemon balls, like I don't think there are. But yeah, here's a close-up of it. I am obsessed with that stitch pattern. And my Gengar stitch stoppers. They're so cute. So yeah, and then the next section is gonna be large Pokemon balls. So it'll have like even more even rows in between each one. So yeah, it's gonna be really fun. And I'm obsessed with this like slip stitch pattern in between the sections. I mean, it's so simple, but I love that texture that it creates. So yay, I'm so excited. I know the stitch stoppers are so good. I know. Oh, you haven't met Emily in real life, Renee? I know. It's going to be so much fun. She's going to have, so Emily from Fangirl Fibers, awesome, is going to be there with a ton of yarn that won't be available to the public yet. So it'll be kind of early access yarn from her as well. So that'll be fun. And we're going to get there like Thursday afternoon. So we'll be hanging out with everybody all weekend long. I know. Gotta love that early access yarn. And even if you're not a Pokemon fan, like the colors are just so good. And I'm telling you, this is my first time working with her single ply yarn. It is incredible. And for those of you who won't be at Brioche Confidence Camp, she will be putting it online afterwards. So if you're wanting to use like the same colors, pretty sure she's gonna have those kits online. I can talk to her about that though. I know, all the temptation. I know. It's the temptation. Yes, you're not a Pokemon fan either, but you love the colors. Yeah, exactly. You just be like, I have no idea who or what this Pokemon looks like. And I'm a Pokemon fan, and there are still Pokemon that I don't know what they look like, and I have to look them up. I know. Oh, Emily was on. You got to meet her at DFW Fiberfest. I think I was with you when you met her. I feel like that was when I was at her booth. Yeah, she'll be at DFW Fiberfest again this year. Speaking of which, the class listings are up on their website if you want to start planning your classes. Oh, yeah, I was. Okay. I was like, I think I remember that right. And also, Maggie from Yarnacious is going to be there this year at DFW Fiberfest. I know. Oh, no, you're in so much trouble. All the yarn shops. Estes Park Fiber Festival. I haven't heard of that one. I'm going to write that down too. Is that a new one? That is funny. What can you do though? I mean, you know, it's like maybe you just have to budget it out. I'm just like, I don't know. Especially with so many yarn shops. I mean, how many yarn? Oh, in Colorado. I think you were telling me about that one. I'll have to check that one out. I know, in Nash, is anybody going to Nash Yarn Fest? I think it starts today. Is anybody in the Nashville area? You're trying to reduce your stash to a more manageable level at the moment. That's great, Vicky. But you're letting yourself buy stuff if it's a specific project. That's cool. I like that. I am kind of doing the same thing. Doesn't mean I'm not getting more yarn. I'm just trying not to buy yarn that I have no project for. I'm sort of doing the same thing. You got to do what's right for you, you know, and your pocketbook. I did get some new yarn in the mail. If you remember, I'm going to be casting on a brioche hat pattern. Yeah, trying to be intentional, Lily. That's awesome, Renee. You too. I love that. Being more intentional. Oh, that's awesome, Sarah. Your recent top and current socks are from your stash. That's amazing. So yeah, if you remember, I'm going to design a hat inspired by My Neighbor Totoro. This is the My Neighbor Totoro yarn from Fangirl Fibers. I love like that kind of deep rusty. Oh, last year you signed up for a couple of yarn clubs and it was fun. Oh, but you haven't used any of them yet? Yeah. You know, it's hard to sign up for yarn clubs when you're like, I haven't even used the last one. So, if you remember, we talked about this a few weeks ago for the hat, pairing this with like a green yarn. Because what I'm thinking of, it's going to have like a big brioche leaf on the side, kind of like how, you know, they have the little leaf umbrellas. That's kind of my inspiration. Oh, Lily, you're also trying to reduce the number of whips you have? Yes. That is hard with the cast-on-itis. It really is. Okay, so Emily sent me four skeins, 4 different greens. Okay, so I'm showing you them. So it goes from like, maybe this is a better way to show it, like deep kind of sagey greens to like a brighter kind of Kelly green. And then these 2 greens have like a little bit more yellow in them. I think these are more like bluish leaning greens. I know, I love all of them too. I'm like, I just want, and I hardly have any green yarn. I've realized that I don't have, well, my DK stash is very, very low. Very low. So these, and I love these names. So I wanted to see if y'all would help me, because this, I think this combo is the one I'm leaning towards the most. This is Jolene, probably named after the Dolly Parton song. Oh, your whips are under control, Vicky. You have a single pair of socks on the go and a couple swatches. Nice. That's gotta feel good. I don't know. That in-between works in progress phase is sometimes like really exciting. Like, ooh, come on, what can I make next? You don't have a lot of green either, Sarah? I know. It's like, why? I guess, I mean, I love green, but I guess I'm just not as drawn to it. So will y'all help me pick a combo? This one, I think, is my kind of my go-to. Like, I think this one is going to be high contrast, and it kind of looks like a forest, which if you have seen My Neighbor Totoro, it's like a lot of it takes place in the forest. But this one, this is Riverborn, which is kind of a nice name. This is kind of nice if you wanted like a lower contrast. Sorry, I wanted to be near my microphone. Might be too low contrast. Yeah, very subtle. This one is also nice. This is 10 Things I Hate About You. This one, that one, because it's so bright. That one is, the Riverborn is too low contrast. You like this one, Vicky? The 10 Things I Hate About You? I think that is nice. You like this one too? You kind of like this one too, Charlie? You like this one too, Renee? You're leaning towards this one, Kathy? I feel like because this green is so bright. Right, the green, I don't know. The green, the background, that's what I was thinking. This color, the Totoro color would be the main color. And then this would be the contrast color. But maybe the green would be maybe you'd want the green to be the foreground, the main color, because it's the leaf. You like this too, Sarah? It will make the Totoro color pop, I think so. You think it would be good, Vicky? So keep this as the main color, or make the green the main color. And this the background color. That doesn't make sense for a leaf hat. To make the main color the green. Yeah, I gotta swatch it. Exactly. And then here's the last one. I think this one is too yellow. Oh, hi, Sarah. How are you? It's hard when there's no wrong choices. Exactly. Yeah, make the blue the main color, but maybe swatch. Because even with the blue as the main color, it's still going to look pretty green. It does feel a little bland. I don't think it's going to be enough contrast. Yeah, I don't think so. So it's definitely not this one. That's too blase blah. This one is kind of like the safe choice. Yeah, swatching will definitely tell. And then I think this is the way to go. This is the 10 Things I Hate About You color. Yeah, swatching will definitely tell. Sometimes with brioche, it's hard to tell. The dark green is too safe. Yeah. You like this combo, Charlie? With the 10 things I hate about you? Yeah. I know the red and the blue. This one. I think you're right. I think this is the way to go. I think I'm going to cast it on. I'm so excited about this one. Yay. Thanks so much, y'all. Yay. That's going to be perfect. I'm glad she sent me all the colors because when she sent me a picture, these were the two that we were leaning towards. Oh, the Knit Stars red and blue. Yep. Yep. I know, me too, Renee. It's so fun. And it's fun when everybody agrees with like the same. Everybody's like, no, you got to do that one. Yeah. Love looking at colors. It is very relaxing. It's one of my favorite things to do. Like if I ever get a new idea, I love stash diving. Even if I'm not going to cast it on right away, I just love stash diving. Even if I don't find a color combo. It's just so fun. You can't wait to see which color ends up being the main color. Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to cast on. I think I'm going to cast on with the Totoro color first as the main. And then I might switch it up. Right, can't go wrong either way because it's gonna make I think the brioche is gonna make a green color once it's together, even if the blue is the main. That's true, Vicky. It is good to refresh your memory. Yeah, and you found stuff that you forgot about. I know, especially for me, a lot of my yarn is in bins. And a lot of it is single skeins, and so I don't have it in my Ravelry stash because I just was never good about putting anything in my Ravelry stash. Just not good at it. I don't have a lot of sweaters quantity of yarn. And so, yeah, anyway, I know. So it's fun. It's fun going through and, oh, Petey. He looks so cozy on his little beanbag. I wish I could show you guys. He's out. Yeah, you had more than you thought. Right, I know. I'm trying to have all of my yarn in my studio space because I did have some yarn in bins just tucked away. And I did the same thing. I went through it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot I had this. Yeah, because we had moths in our pantry. I had to clean out our pantry. And I was so freaked out that they got into my yarn. But I think my yarn is okay. And thank goodness for Amba O'Brien. She did a reel the other day. If you're not familiar with her, she's a designer from, I think, is she in New Zealand or Australia? But I totally copied her. And I put all of my yarn bits and bobs into plastic Ziploc baggies by color. That was so much fun to do because, oh, you found moths in your yarn? Oh, yeah, food and yarn moths are different things. That's what I looked up because I was like, what do yarn moths look like? And they did not look like the moths that were in our pantry. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's a good idea, Vicky. You gave the yarn to your dad too. Hopefully it wasn't too much yarn. It happened to my sister-in-law, Andrea. She had a moth infestation. She had to throw away so many sweaters. Oh my gosh, that sounds devastating. Oh yeah, Ziploc baggies too. You're gonna do it too, Charlie? Yarn moth hate lavender. Yes, I do have lavender sachets and cedar chips everywhere in my studio. Oh, it was a sweater quantity. Oh, that sounds painful. You managed to catch it super early, so into the freezer and oven. Oh, that's good. So it was more laying the eggs and just killing the eggs. Yeah, we had to throw out quite a bit of food. But I'm telling you, like, this was so much fun. I found, like, this, so many bits and bobs. I was like, I forgot about this. A lot of them, like, I have no idea what it is, but that's okay. Yeah, pantry moths, no fun at all. It wasn't too bad, though. Yeah, it could have been worse. Yeah, it was a bag that was on its own. Okay, that's good, Vicky. I guess a sweater's quantity is better than, like, your entire stash. It was, yes. It was fun putting the colors together. I still have to do it with my, my DK weight yarn. I was so freaked out that, like, a bug or a mouse was going to have, like, made their nest in there. That was one of the reasons I did it, because I'm like, I don't want to just sit and let my yarn, it was because they were just loose in these bins. My yarn was just loose in here. So yeah, I just put it in Ziploc baggie. Like, look how pretty this is. I love color coding things. That brown one is kind of out of place, but so much fun. I do have to wear a mask when I do this. I have to wear, because I have pretty bad dust allergies. So I recommend putting a mask on if you do that, because it really helps me. Yeah, I'd rather lose 4 to 5 skeins versus hundreds. Exactly. Yeah, it does make it easier to find things when it's all color grouped. Exactly. Right. So if you're planning a project and you're like, wait, what colors do I want? I still have a whole bin in one of my cabinets from my stash duster shawl, I think. There were all the colors I pulled out for that one. So I have to look through that one too. I kept them all out because I still have to do the sleeves. So, yeah. So, yeah. Anybody have fun plans for the weekend? Obviously, North Texas Yarn Crawl, right? A bunch of you are doing that tomorrow. Is that Saturday and Sunday, or is it just Saturday? Yeah. Oh, you have your leftovers color grouped. Otherwise, it's by dye. I know. Renee, your yarn stash is something to be envied because it is so amazingly organized. Are you going to see a play that your mom is involved with? That sounds amazing, Vicky. Is she in it, or did she more like work with it? Oh, the bus is just on Saturday. Got it. That sounds so much fun. Yeah, we have my youngest Taekwondo tournament this weekend. So we'll be there all day tomorrow. Yeah, we all need Renee to come and help us organize our stash. Charlie, you're funny. Oh, but the yarn crawl is over 10 days. Okay, cool. So it's like the bus is just going those specific days, but you could go multiple days. Oh, she's the prompt this time. That's cool. She normally acts or directs. That sounds amazing, Vicky. Lots of knitting and little gardening, plus the usual things. Yay, Sarah. I know. Yes, Renee's stash is amazingly organized, like all on Ravelry too. Yeah, what's a prompt in this context? I was also going to ask that, Vicky. In Zurich, there is an embarrassingly old-fashioned event on Monday called, I don't even want to try to pronounce that, Sechsenlauten. It's old white men walking in tights. It's supposed to predict the length of the summer. That sounds amazing, actually. Are you going to go? Oh, that sounds incredible. Oh, I'm going to have to look that one up. I am copying and pasting that. Oh. Traditional spring holiday in the Swiss city of Zurich. The third Monday of April. That sounds hilarious. Thank you for sharing that with us, Sarah, because I wish I could go to that too. A prompt reminds the actors of their lines. Oh, got it. That makes total sense. So when they're on stage, so they kind of remind them of what their lines are. Do they have like an earpiece? Lily, hope to get some knitting done along with your usual chores. Not sure what else is on the docket. Nice. I love weekends where there are no plans. Yeah, it is a very important role. I just found out recently Stellan Skarsgård, the actor, he had a stroke some years ago. So he cannot, like, he is unable to memorize his lines, but he still wants to work. So he constantly has an earpiece in with somebody feeding him his lines. And I was like, that's amazing, actually, to be able to still work and you figured out a way to work. Oh, it's not high tech. She just says the first few words to get them going. Oh, that's very necessary. And then it kind of like, jogs their memory probably. Oh, you went with entirely different colors, Renee? I can't wait to see everybody's shawls. And you're working on a test too, Charlie? That sounds fun. Very fun. Yeah, we're not doing anything on Sunday, I don't think. I actually have to take the shawl off. I am a little warm now. It has gotten a little too warm for knitwear now. Just a little too warm. You're hoping to get some knitting done too? That sounds nice. Are you swatching for some different projects? Oh, some sewing too. Very fun. I went into my closet today and I got out like a bunch of dresses that never fit me. Like I bought them and then they never fit and I just kept them anyway. And I'm like, why did I keep this? So I'm like, could I make this into something that would fit me? I have no idea if I'm going to start like cutting them up, but I feel like I don't know if I have that much creativity in me. But that sounds very nice. Just want to make sure I finished talking about everything. Kathy needs to finish planning a trip for an out-of-state job interview. That sounds super exciting. Probably be doing that this weekend when you're not yarn crawling. That sounds amazing. Well, good luck with that. Oh, the Lane's cardigan from the first issue of Lina magazine. I loved that first issue of Lina. Summer t-shirt by Sari Nordland you'd like to make? Very cool. I love t-shirts. Like summer knit tees. I need to make more. Yeah, you've got this, Kathy. Totally. Oh yeah, I remember that book that Sari Nordland released. Summer Knits. Yeah, she released that with Lina Publishing, right? I have no idea. Probably. Yeah, I think so too. They are definitely the publisher, the first publisher I want to submit. My husband and I were working on a book, sort of. It's not really been, we have not really been working on it. It's like, oh yeah, we're working on a book, but it's like, not really. But yeah, I love their book. The quality of their books is so beautiful. Especially the ones that have like the spine that you can just open it up flat. And so many great designs. I'm going to have to check that out. I think I remember when that came out. It was really nice. She's going to be at Flock. Is she going to be at Flock again this year teaching? I know I love the Lina books too. They're such beautiful, high quality books. I think that's all I had to talk about today, y'all. Thanks for joining in with the chat with me today. Today was super fun, as always. We had, thank you, Vicky, Sarah Bug, And Sarah from Switzerland, Renee, Charlie, Vicky, Kathy, Lily. I think I got everybody. Did I forget anybody? I hope everybody has a really good weekend. Oh, you got a few of their books, Vicky? Oh, yeah, the socks ones. I thought about submitting to a few of those. Like, I think there was a Chunky Knits one because I get their emails for like the submission calls. But then I'm just like, I can never get anything done by the deadline. Yes, I hope everybody has a great weekend. Happy yarn shop hopping to everybody who's going. And everybody else, I hope you have a great weekend with your crafting and your gardening and your going to see a play and getting ready for your interview. I hope I didn't forget everything. Oh, you have the sock one too? That would be a good one to get because I feel like I don't really design socks. I just knit other people's patterns. Well, thanks y'all so much. I will see you next week for another episode. And next week, I think, starts my birthday sale. I'm going to start it a little early this year. So, yeah, keep an eye out for that. I hope everybody has a really good week next week and a really good weekend. And I love you all so, so much. And I'll see you next week. Bye. Mwah. Bye.